Hey, it's Bonfire.
Oh, hey, you.
Comedy Central Radio, Series 695. Big Oakerson, Dan Soder.
We didn't see you come in there.
Ooh. Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, hi. I'm dancing.
You guys. Joining us on the phone, I'm so excited to have him call in because I have such a thing. I'm the only person in the room, I believe, who knows about this right now.
You are, and when you said it, I was like, man, I hope we can get him on the phone.
I'm very, very excited for this.
One of my favorite human beings on the planet.
Of course, everyone. You know him as The Machine and the owner of BertBert.com. Everybody, Bert Kresicher joins the show.
I'm dying to know what you guys were laughing so hard about on that right before you went to break.
Oh,
I'll be happy to tell you. It was, we had our first live read. We had our first live read on the show. And
Bert, we've notoriously fucked up our live reads by making fun of them because they told us at one point, they're like, hey, make them your own.
Make them your own.
So then we did a thing with Uber where we were like, do you want to kidnap your daughter from your ex-wife? Be a driver for Uber. And then Uber sent us an email that was like, we found your conduct to be inappropriate. And
they want us to know that Uber does not endorse the idea of kidnapping and crossing borders, paving your way by picking up fares along the way.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh.
But today we had one. And I was reading it. We just aborted it. We've never done that before ever. In the middle, I couldn't get my shit together to finish saying the words, but it was. Can I just say what the situation is in the commercial?
Yeah, you don't have to say what the product is.
I won't say what the product is, but it was essentially a guy found out there from some product that the guy
on his
found
phone,
out on his phone.
He was monitoring his home from his phone.
You might have something like this, Bert. Do you have like home security?
Oh my God! I just put Ring floodlights up all around my house.
Sure. So just something like that, where you have it on your phone, and it goes, a man is doing something, he's working late, and then he gets an alert that something's happening, and he looks and sees a shadowy figure of a man outside of his house being creepy. He goes, and then he's able to see that, call his wife, and it says, crisis averted. And then I go, what is this, wife no karate or something?
And then that...
How's the crisis averted? And then Dan started just saying she knows Krav Maga. And then we just kept saying different solutions of why the guy was just dicking around. He's like, babe, listen, I'd get back there, but I'm about a spare away from bowling a 270, and the guys want to celebrate.
Baby,
so if you can just handle that, there's a shadowy man outside.
Baby girl, the Celtics are up 5, and there is legit 30 seconds left. Also, there's a dude with what looks to be an axe outside. So I'm a BRB. So we started laughing about that.
So I gave her a heads up.
Yeah. And then the pop quiz hot shot came out, and that always...
I couldn't get it back together again and just start saying the copy again after that. Like, so everyone here at blah blah blah.com.
Yeah, we couldn't pull it out. It's the only time we've ever aborted a library.
Yeah, tears are running down my face.
Jealous. I'm so jealous. I was listening, laughing, and I didn't know what I was laughing at.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great. Bert, I'm so happy we were able to get you on the phone, buddy. This is one of the funniest things that's has ever been said to me. An emotional change that I went through, the roller coaster, when I was in San Antonio, Texas at LOL Comedy Club this weekend. The staff was lovely. They were very nice the whole weekend, hung out. The young comics there were all great. Staff super cool. When the weekend was over, I was hanging outside on their little patio area there, just like hanging out with with the crew and some fans and stuff. And one of the waitresses comes over to me and goes, kind of across the patio too, like, Jay, can I have a word with you for a second? Like, very serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was almost thinking right away, I'm like, that's a weird way to approach me, I guess. I thought, sure. I'm like, did I not tip? I got tipped everybody. Yeah. I was like, this is weird. She goes, do you know Bert Kresicher? I go, yeah, Bert's my buddy. She goes, like, do you know him well enough, like you have his number and you can call him? And that's when I go, yeah, I mean, we're friends, yeah.
Yeah, we're friendly. I mean, I don't know because you don't want to get put in the corner where you have to give up Bert's number now. Because now you're like,
of course, yeah. Well, that's why it's coming.
Why do you want to know?
But I don't know. Bert, you'd be the last person I would ever guess someone to call me over for some weird, like, woman having a trouble with Bert. So I go, why? What's going on? She's like, well, I'll tell you what's wrong. She goes, when he was in town, he ended up hooking up with my niece. She said, and she's pregnant now, and she has told me, she says she hasn't been with anybody else, and she's saying she's pregnant, and she's like, I need to get a hold of him. He's not answering my Instagram messages. He's not going. And I go, oh man. I was like, holy shit, please. Like, I'm like, I don't know this. I go, you sure? This doesn't sound like Bert. And she even goes, oh, so I mean, why would she lie to me? Like, are you saying like my cousin? I go.
This is giving me anxiety.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. I go, no, I'm not blaming any victim of anything. I go, but I don't know. I go, if this is like a real thing at all, like, shouldn't you like? You're asking me to deliver a message that's a message I don't feel comfortable delivering. Yeah. I go, so if there's some sort of a major issue and you gotta figure it out. I go, but I don't want to get involved at this level of what's happening here at all. And she was shitty, sort of, you know. She's like, no, I get it. That's fine. I go, yeah, I'm sorry. Look, I hope everything works out. But I was like, I don't really know how to handle this. And she like kind of like angrily walks off. And I end up hanging out for like, you know, another hour or so out there. And then when me and the guy Barry, who was the feature that weekend, and Mike Suarez, who's
on
YKWd, Bobby Kelly's podcast, when we're going to the car, I say to them, just as two comics, I was like, guys, I go, I don't think any of this is true, but I go, that waitress, did you see that when she called me over all weird? They're like, yeah. They go, yeah, I was waiting. What was that? I go, she's saying like she's trying to pin something and say that Bert like hooked up with her niece, and she just turned 17 like a week ago or something, and she's pregnant, whatever. And he just goes, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And he goes, oh yeah, Bert told her to say that. And
Bert,
this woman should win a fucking Oscar. I was so nice to her all weekend. She walked off so angry at me.
Bert,
she never told you it was a joke.
She never said it was a joke. She just left.
I mean, Bert, how did
she walk off home runned it?
You picked the perfect waitress to do that with.
She was perfect.
Oh my God!
Because without,
I said, "Oh, that's so hilarious."
Yeah, it was so fun.
Dude, I love that. You know what? Like,
I said
comedy club waitresses are like it can run the spectrum, or the wait staff. They're hardened people. They're very hard to make laugh. That's why it's always, if you're killing with the wait staff, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
But the fact that Bert picked the perfect. She held it. She Andy Kaufman that shit.
Dude, she was so nice all weekend. We took picture. Took one of the staff. Took a picture with me afterwards. Everyone was like so sweet, and then she just came over to ask this thing, and then she just split. I mean, angry. She walked off a walk-off home run.
Great.
Oh my God!
She completely walked away with that. I'm like, she was fantastic. I mean, I bought a hook.
You should do.
By the way, but the words I said, there were the conflicting thing there. I said these words to her. I go, she goes, you're saying like my cousin's like lying or whatever. I go, no, I'm just telling you, if any of this is true, I don't know Bert at all.
Bert,
that does not seem him to me in any way. So it's a mind blow to me. And she's like, well, mind blow or not, it is what it is. So are you going to give me his number? Can you call him and give him my number, please?
Bert, did you coach her at all?
No. So we were all hanging out, and her niece was coming from a rough place, I think, in her family, and had just moved into a new school. She was like 16 years old, and they're all hanging out, and and it was fun, and we were like chilling. And I said to her,
"It's gonna be great if you tell a story and just go." And then I fucked her.
But she's not pregnant. I'm a weirdo.
I pulled out, man. I'm an adult.
I said to her niece, I go, hey, when Big J's here, why don't you like pull him aside, tell him you're pregnant, tell him that I got you pregnant. But by the way, I just assumed that everyone knew that once the gag's over, you go, I'm just kidding.
Nope.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Bert, but in San Antonio, they take their acting work real seriously. They live the role like Daniel Day-Lewis.
I sat there for another hour with the staff and the rest of the staff and like the fans and stuff, just bullshitting.
Jay drove her to a clinic.
By the way, when I told Christina the story, she did say, she goes, you should have just given her $400 and be like, take care of it.
You go,
and then call her and be like, you owe me one.
You go, the machine doesn't have dents in it. This is $400.
I like that the first thing Jay does is call me. He tells the two opening comics. We're got a 14-year-old pregnant.
By the way, that's almost worse for you, like on the road.
I didn't say it to a lot of people, though. There were some people I didn't say it to. No, I said to them that there was a crazy accusation. Listen, this girl was like a staff member there that everybody seemed to know, so it was a thing like, I was trying to find out if she's a lunatic or anything like that. Because, I mean, the story sounded... I never at any point thought you had done this thing, But I thought you were getting ready to get like a world of shit from somebody accusing you of doing something.
The fact that she fucking didn't admit that it's a joke makes me want to work the club.
He goes, I'm going back.
I said it. I'm
going back to
San
Cali.
Antonio, damn it, your fucking street acting has brought me back to your streets. That and the Riverwalk.
Well, she's great. She's great. I hung out with her all weekend, and then I found out that her daughter and her niece worked there, and we were all screwing around, and then we were all joking, and they wanted a picture, and I was like, so where do you guys go to college? And the girl's like, I'm 16. And I was like, whoa, I can't take a picture with a 16-year-old.
Ew.
I'm an adult comic. Get away from me.
Here I am, drunk with my shirt off with a 16-year-old under my arm.
It
was funny. I was saying before, I always go in the green room for a little bit after the show, and then just wait 15 minutes or so, and then go out and meet who's hanging out. And I said before, I go, man, I wish I get so anxious to go do it. I have to build up for 15 minutes to go. It's like, all right, let's go meet people and say hi and talk to everyone. I go, I wish I had more of Bert in me. I go, Bert goes right out there, I think, with the audience, and the guy there at the club goes, no, he comes in the green room for a few minutes. He goes, regroups, you got to catch your breath, man. It's like crazy out there. Puts on a shirt. And then he goes in the lobby and takes his shirt off and starts all over. You put your shirt on just for the walk to the lobby, and then because everybody also wants to see the shirt come off too. You don't want to see you emerge with the shirt off. Anyway, you go, it's time.
When I walk out to the front of the meet and greet line with the shirt on, you can hear a loud oh, and then I take it off. They go, yeah.
Dude, you know what, Bert? I think it's genius. It's from the fucking Hulk Hogan playbook. If I saw Hulkster come to the ring without a shirt, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? What are you gonna rip off, man?
Yeah, it's the truth. Someone bought my shirt this weekend in Tempe. She's like, it's my birthday, please, please, please. And it was a ton of money for my shirt. And I was like, it's a $20 shirt. I was like, all right, I'll sell you my shirt. And then I realized, oh, shit, I don't have a shirt for the next show.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great, dude. I love the thought of you wearing an airport shirt to take it off. It says, Phoenix.
There's a picture of a fucking wolf. It says Sioux Falls.
You go, dude, that thing is ill-fitting. Did you write that at the front of a grocery store?
The best is when Christine called me and goes, hey, did you pull a prank on Jay in San Antonio? And I was like, I don't know. I fucking drink all night long. And then she's like, oh, wait, hold on. Was this a prank? And I was like, I don't know. What are we talking about?
By the way, I love that happened because I said to her when I go, before we picked up the phone, that's why I had Christine do that, because I go, I'm like, you spoke to Bert, right? You told him what this is about before, I don't want to also expose this. If it's a real thing on the air, would be a very awkward thing to find out. I go, make sure it is a joke, but I'm pretty sure they were telling me it's for sure a joke. So Christine got on the phone with him and asked again.
Just to show you how selfish I am, I was just hoping Bert heard us do those riffs about the commercial. That was all what I...
Me too.
When you're like, hey, can you make sure Bert knows about this? I go, man, I really hope Bert just heard us doing all those fucking weird riffs.
That's all I wanted. I know you would have enjoyed that so much.
As a comic, you just want other comics to hear when you're like, I had a couple good ones in there. I hope Bert heard them.
Why is it they only hear when you say they stole a joke, not when they do something funny?
Yeah, it's never when you fucking... Yeah.
Babe, there's somebody outside. It looks like they have some sort of a glass cutter or something. They're over by the kitchen window. Now listen, I'm about to hit the hand job part of this massage, and I'll tell you what, they're not giving me the money back if I don't get it. So,
hey, babe, I am at Tyler's, and it's a bros night. There's a guy that looks to be coming through, I want to say the guest window, and he looks like he's moving pretty quick. Anyways, I'm up on Nintendo Wii, so crisis averted.
He goes, looks like he's doing some sort of a marine crawl outside Timmy's door. So I don't know if you want to get one of the fire pokers and just go up there and try to wail on his head. Try to just go up there and brain that motherfucker. We know where he's at. He doesn't know where you're at.
Hey baby, I hate to do this. Let me switch back over the app. Yeah, that guy's moving like a pro. I'd get to the south part of the house.
Babe, he's about to trip the laser alarm.
Yeah.
Nope, son of a bitch is limber. Yeah. Look at him go. He's like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah. Oh, honey, I hate to do this, but this motherfucker looks like he's taking a book out of When a Stranger Calls. He's inside the house.
I'm just envisioning me in my man cave and in my ring popping up, a guy in the backyard, calling my wife in the house, and I'm 3 minutes shy of my 4 miles, but there's someone coming in the house.
Bert goes, oh, baby, I am cooking. Also, speaking of cooking, I'd grab something from the kitchen because there's a guy coming in the house.
Oh,
Babe, hit the
that's
panic.
so great.
Babe, hit the panic room. There's like a crate of water in there. You'll be fine. As soon as this movie's over, I'm coming back.
Yeah, I gotta find out how Dunkirk ends.
I gotta come out there.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you do.
Please
Please
do,
fucking
man.
come out. Or we gotta make it back out to
I'm
LA.
running a triathlon, I think, in July.
Hell
And I
yeah.
think we're looking at one out like 45 minutes away from New York.
Dude, he's got those Mickey Mantle jeans. He
Hell
talks
yeah.
about it, but it's true. Bert,
Men's Health's following me.
are they really?
Yeah, they want me to do no training and just go run a triathlon.
Can I tell you right now, Bert? I was dedicated to your Insta stories like it was a fucking TV show during that whole marathon. Because watching you go from like, I've been sick, I can't train, and he's like, I'm still going to do the marathon. He does the marathon, and then to watch the 3 post days of regret, where he goes, I really fucked my body up.
Oh, dude, I gained 10 pounds after that marathon.
Dude, Bert, it was just, do you know what it's like being a stoner laying on your couch and watching one of your friends on Insta story be like, my body's real dinged up. My body's dinged up. I'm like, my body's relaxed.
But that's what's so great is that, Bert, you're inspirational because I'm not inspired when they show, can you believe Lance Armstrong has won the Tour de France so many times? Like no, he's a specimen. You're inspiring, Bert, because you're like, wait, I could eat a pizza or run a marathon?
How about you do both? I think I saw Bert run over 10 miles and then go to Buffalo Wild Wings. The man's...
And then do the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge.
Yeah. Dude, Bert's got like fucking...
Got my picture on the wall, Fat Burger.
He's got Bill Brasky like stuff. To Bill Brasky. It's like to Bert Kreischer.
Bert, we love you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. That was one of the best prank grenades
Unbelievable.
I've ever heard of or been a part of, and I was so happy.
Perfect mental booby trap.
So happy when he told me that. He goes, yeah, Bert told her to tell you that, and I laughed so hard.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We love you, buddy. Hopefully,
love you guys.
when they replay this episode, they're going to leave in... Jacob says he's going to leave in the actual... The awful commercial read so people can enjoy it, because it was... I put it next to the Legion of Skanks poem, Lewis's poem, as how hard I laughed. I'm telling you, tears were running down my face. I couldn't get a grip on myself. I was laughing so hard.
Well,
Oh, my God.
go to BertBertBert.com for all of his tour dates. Follow him at Bert Kreischer on social media. Again, one of the best Insta stories
Spanish
in the game.
Caravan.
Yeah, we love you, Bert. Thanks for calling in.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Be good, buddy. Bye-bye.
We're going to take